Barnes. Barnes turns a corner, slam dunk. And Banton once again defensively. Running the floor. And there's a turnover. Barnes with a slam dunk. Looks around. Backing, spinning. Oh! And Scottie backing in on Doncic. Spins away. Got it.
But you know where to go. It hangs for a moment, and there's a big follow.
Scottie Barnes. Dia guarding him in the sky hook.
Another rebound goes their way.
Gets the length. Barnes clocked down. Short corner, Jay.
And he's a talented player out of Duke. He can score the.
Live up to that. Cade Cunningham played great last night. Here's Scottie turns the corner. And just down by a point as Barnes.
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking attention?
What's up, YouTube? Back in the video, so the big body banger 2022 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the road to 3K. And I'm saying today I am the build doing a kind of show with this Scottie Barnes build video. Yes, sir. This was requested, and I had a good time making it. It was pretty fun to make. It was difficult because Scottie Barnes is an all-around player. He can literally do everything on the court, and it was hard to figure out how to exactly make the build. But I got it done. You know what I mean? I made it so that he can do everything on the court like he can in real life. I believe he's a power forward, right? That plays more like a guard. So like I know in high school he played point guard, but he's just not built like a point guard by any means. His game reminds me a lot of Pascal Siakam in certain ways, and in a mixture of sometimes Giannis, just of how dominant he can be in terms of just athleticism and running the floor and, ball handling and just everything like that. But he can also shoot. So, that's where the struggle came. But, without further ado, let's get right into these pie charts to see what I did. So for the pie charts, I used the finishing and playmaking one because Scottie Barnes is a great, playmaker, at least for his team. His assist totals doesn't show everything what he can do. He opens up the floor so much just by being able to control the ball, but also because his finishing is crazy. Like he can dunk on people. He's very athletic. He'll fly through the sky at times you won't expect him to. So, and also with the physical profile, you want the balanced one where you have speed, strength, and vertical, because once again, he's a do-it-all on the court, meaning also with his strength, speed, and vertical, he's a do-it-all. So, don't worry too much about that. Now, with the actual, attributes, so this build is unique in that it has all the contact dunk packages outside of the elite one. So you have the regular contact dunk and you have the big man contact dunk because it is a power forward and it's on current gen. So you'll have those packages, and on top of that, you'll be able to shoot and play in the post. So the shooting obviously is low because there's no shooting in the actual build. But the thing about this is it's about the long run. So once you hit 99 overall and get your boost, that is when you'll be a very consistent shooter. But off rip, your best shooting attribute is your mid-range area, obviously, as you see by my screen right now. So your mid-range shooting is going to be your best shooting attribute at the start, but you have to grind out, hit 99, get your boost, and you will be able to shoot with this build. So I just recommend with this build, if you really want to max it out at its max potential, then take it to 99. Now with the defense, it can also do everything. That lateral quickness is crazy, and on top of that, it's blocking. The blocks that I got this gameplay were ridiculous, and you see I dropped him to 6'8", which also helped with a lot of the attributes. And Scottie Barnes is 6'8" in real life, I believe. Now for the weight, you want to drop it down, not too much, but just enough. So you want to make him 207 pounds, and you want that wingspan up just a little bit so you can have the correct contact dunk packages off rip. But if you don't want it off rip and you want to grind it out to 99 and then get the contact dunk packages, you can also drop the wingspan a little bit more. But just know that for base contact dunks, you need an 84 driving dunk, and for big man, you need like a 50 driving dunk and a 75 standing dunk. So just keep all of that in mind with making this. So if you can adjust the wingspan however you want. Just know that I'm trying to make it so you don't lose too much shooting, because you still want to be able to shoot and have that potential to shoot consistently once you're at 99. And for the takeover, you see slashing and playmaking. I would prefer, I would go with slasher, but if you go with playmaking, that would probably be interesting, take some angles here and there. But for Scottie Barnes, I'm definitely going slasher because I feel like that embodies his play style a lot more in terms of how his dominance on the court and his presence and just dunking and just being there. But, as I said earlier, he can also shoot and playing the post, drop step, post spin. He can work defenders. He can definitely work defenders and make them work. Now, you see right here, the shades of is a little bit weird. Now, the Miles Bridges, I guess so. And the Jeremy Grant, I guess so. But the Kyle Kuzma's like, bro, what? It's like, I don't know about that one. But it's okay though, because most videos I get the correct match. So I'm curious to see what a correct, match would be in a 2K terms for Scottie Barnes build. So as you see with the badges, you get a pretty good split. You have 17 finishing, 8 shooting, and 25 playmaking. So what's that like? 25 plus 17 is 42 plus 8, 50. You get 56 badges with this. That math was ridiculous. Clear math, you know what I'm saying? But you get 56 badges with this build as a power forward who primarily is the ball handler, while also being able to shoot. So you can do everything on the court with this build, and you finish with 56 badges. So just keep that in mind. It's just like, not only am I providing y'all with builds, I'm providing y'all with builds that can play. Now with this build, I had a great time. It was an amazing time playing as this, wicked fast power forward that's just driving on Jason Crowder the whole game, just dunking on him. And I feel like Scottie Barnes in real life, he can do that. His quick step is definitely underrated. I said his quick step, his first step is definitely underrated, but remember, he was a point guard in high school. That was his listing at point guard. So, and I remember when he was at Florida, I believe, I was looking at him and it's like, bro, his game is very simple. It's not like he does anything crazy. He's just very good at what he does. He does all the little things correctly and he does the big things correctly. He's not the type of player that's just going to pull up from limitless range, but he's the type of player that's going to drive it to the rim and dunk on you. Either that or just, pull up at the mid-range, get a catch and shoot three. He's just a simple player. It's similar to how Kawhi plays, but not in terms of play style, just in terms of demeanor. Kawhi doesn't do the most. Kawhi just gets his buckets, he plays his defense, and boom, finals MVP, 2 times champion. So I feel like Scottie Barnes definitely has that demeanor about him. Similar to a Giannis demeanor, he just does what he has to do to score and get a bucket and help his team win. And, I feel like that's what is great in his, player build in his arsenal, because he has the ability to not get distracted and not be that extra player, but to also be that spark player off the bench. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 3K, and I'm saying we 100 away. I'm out. Peace.